Welcome. I'm Bill Wake. We're here working on a calculator to help somebody make a kilt, and today we're working on box pleats, in specific military box pleats, which is, well, we'll see the view in a second here, but we're trying to make things so that the views, I'd like them to be animatable, but I certainly want them to be proportional to the values that they're embodying. So we're picking up from there. All right. So we left off. Let's see. We've got the box plate drawing. We're focused on that one, and we're trying out various ratios with it. Let's see our preview. Okay, so the first one is a plain old box pleat, just kind of a very classic regular box pleat. It's got a small gap, which is not perfectly desirable, but it's tolerable. And I think what we can do, let's for each can I do this? Let's do minus 2.0 dot 1.0. I don't know if we can make that work. Let's move this up, this down, and 0 cannot convert closed range. Is that going to work? Binding, blah, blah, blah. Well, oh, what is going on? Switch UI for each range example. Well, I want a range, not data. Okay. Let's, yeah, let's do, -4 is, let's try -4 dot less 2. Is that legal? Sure. Okay. And I guess I better put this in a scroll. All right. This is the kind of thing I'm after. But let's take this divided by 2.0. Whoops. Divided by 2.0. Okay, yeah. So let's put the text. 0 divided by 2.0. Ugh. Okay, and then what do they call it? It's not a line? No. Rule? Yeah, I don't know what. There's a limited amount of things you can do with it with for each. You can iterate through a collection, or you can iterate through a determinate compile time determined range of integers. All right, so the thing I want to see, what do you call that stupid rule line? It's not horizontal line. Okay. Well, maybe it isn't. Golly. I can live with it, but a horizontal line is our thing, right? Divider. Yeah. Okay. This gives me something. -2, -1.5, -1, -0.5 is crisscrossing. And then 0 is a box pleat, pure box pleat. Half is, I don't know, some other overlap, I guess you'd say. Let's take out this one, because that's the constant one. And I guess I could put a divider in here. Okay, so I'm trying to use my preview a little more effectively. All right, but what I'm getting out of this is I don't know what I'm doing very well. It's the realization. This 0.5 pleat, I mean, 1 point, oh, I've got two dividers, okay. The 0.5 pleat, okay, that is sort of a large gap version of this. I don't like that text 1/8 of an inch, but okay. This is 0. That's a traditional box pleat. I had thought -1/2. That just does not look right to me. If so, the -1/2 is a ratio. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do something like that. But they're going the wrong. See, I thought. Oh no. Okay. I guess this is a half overlap. So if it were a normal box pleat, it would terminate at this sort of intersection of the almost whatever this shape is, bottom of this triangle, and come out, but it overlaps by half a pleat. Okay. Which is legit. The problem is this Y here isn't going up fast enough. So let's adjust that Y. We're closer than I expected, which I guess is a good thing. Okay. And I'm going to divide. Let's see, I'm still getting this warning. I don't know why, because I'm not even drawing vertical lines. Oh, these little guys. Dimension lines. Okay. All right. So let's find our right fold X. I'm going to make this thing, I don't know, I want to make it lie a little bit. All right, but gap ratio. Okay, let's see. One of the things we talked about was the gap ratio. Like, we've got things that happen when it is or isn't bigger than 0, and I think we're going to have like 3 times. So let's split this thing first. Left fold height. Okay. Half is not enough. Let's bump this a little, see what we get. No, that's not doing anything. Oh, going the wrong way. No. Where's the half? That's the one I don't like. If I did... Okay, that might be acceptable. Part of it is we have this pointy end, which seems nice, but I'm not sure it's the best thing for us. All right. Gonna try and be a little more clear what's going on there. Okay, so for a half, that looks like the minimal sort of acceptable. And I would like a little bit of a thing there, a little space there. This is what we call an empirical adjustment. Okay. For 1/2, I think that looks acceptable. I don't have to line this here, and I'm wondering if I should maybe make him start at a different point. Okay. Well, these are still acceptable. This is now acceptable to me. The half is this part here. Then the -1 is going out to here. That's fine. -1.5 is crazy though. It's back here for some reason. Now is that what I did? -1. If gap is less than -1. Okay, let me just print gap ratio. All right, so these do. Well, I'm getting these constraint warnings. I can't tell if they're legit. Invalid frame dimension. Okay, I don't seem to be getting here. I guess I'm not doing that on content view. If it's less than -1, okay, return -1. And -2 also. Right fold X, pleat times minus gap ratio. gap ratio is less than 1. Yes, return -1, return -1. So if it's -2, -1.5, he should be -1. And then we get pleat times 1, which is pleat, which is what happens with -1. Gosh. Sorry, my chat window's getting goofy. Let me refresh this. Okay, there we go. I don't know, my whole system seems a little weird today. Okay. Let's put that print back in and run it. Six. Okay, now if I do fewer pleats, then is that going to change? Is that going to be military? If I do fewer pleats, I need bigger ones. Okay, let's try 7. No, it's box pleat. Let's go the other way. 12. Military. Okay. Yep. 1 -4 eats 1/2. So that's that one. Why is he not looking like that? I would expect this point and this point to line up, and they don't really. It strikes me as odd. Okay. Let's bump this up. Oh, well, yeah, that's totally wrong. Gap ratio this, let's return pleat. Pleats military box pleat, and something's weird. This, have I made this proportional to the thing or something? It just doesn't look right. Okay, but that's 12. Let's make it 17. And it's even worse looking. Let's make it 20. 5. I mean, this to me looks like a third and a third. I guess we decided it was half. Maybe that's proportional. I don't know if I can, yeah, I can't get that scaled up. Thanks. Those look, okay. I don't think so. If it were negative, yeah, because X is, let's double check. Right fold X, where's that? Down here. So this is this line. It's mid minus that. So it shouldn't be, it should be positive. 23. Yeah, it was -1, so that was just totally wrong. And so that's why it was coming over to the right side. It was going from mid minus minus whatever it said. So -1. So that's why it bounced this way. All right. Now, why do these look acceptable to me? I mean, both these situations look acceptable. Why? Let's do the preview. I didn't do it after we changed. Okay, this one looks good. This one looks good. This one looks the same, and this one looks the same. So why does somebody is this box not set in any? Maybe there's something there. I do think this first line should probably raise up a little as it goes to a military form. All right. Yeah. So I think the diagram here basically the range gets interesting from -0.5 to 1, and then it kind of pegs it, which is tolerable. All right, let me. Well, I guess this is an improvement. Okay, so military box pleat, better but not perfect. All right. I want to do the split of gap ratio positive or not, and then I want to adjust. What is that? I want to adjust the final line here to because this line that's horizontal in reality is going to go like this to the next pleat. So I think it should just go up here to the top and not worry about it. Okay, so in the half minus a half case, I think that'll still look okay-ish. I guess it'll go to the same height as that. All right. So let's get this gap ratio thing first. So if gap ratio is greater or equal to 0, we're going to do something else. We're going to do something else. And I'm going to copy the whole thing in. This is kind of safe mode. I'm going to put in both paths. Okay, and then, so notice it's still doing the same thing. So now gap ratio greater than or equal to 0. Well, it is. So I'm going to take this first one and lose the else clause. Yes, this is true. So lose the else clause. And there we go. All right, this one, it's false. So lose the if clause. Okay. Just, we didn't run tests last one. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to take these two. I know there's some similarity, but I think we're better off just pretending they're different. Not going to let me do it. Okay. We need the path. All right, let's undo. Okay, so I can move this in into both paths. And same thing on the tail. So pull this in to both paths. This thing of adding stuff, common stuff to the front or back as you need to is fine. Nice way to do it, I think. All right, now this can be make box pleat path. Well, let's just call it box pleat path for rectangle. Else military box pleat path for rectangle. Okay. And then, I don't know, I think it's okay to just do it this way. Okay. Everything's still looking okay. Right. I think that's decent enough. Now, this height thing. Okay, so the height we're after is the end of the first path add line. And that's this. See how that does. Syntax error. Did I delete too much somewhere? Yep. Okay, where's these prints coming? Thought I got rid of them. Okay. All right. Well, boy, they're harder to understand. You know, I think I'm going to make it a little different. Box plate, military. Yeah, that's better. Let's make that rect. Dot mid y. Okay. I'm not sure they're going to like the diagram, the Kilt people. I think it's kind of an ugly picture, but it's a complicated thing going on, so I don't think it's off per se. I don't think it's wrong, in other words. The only one is this. I would like to start. I think it should start there too. Rect dot mid y. So we can get these lines parallel. I think that's better. Well, they're not really parallel. I hope that'll convey. It looks like I can go further than -1 though. Let's try -1.5. Yeah, these two should look the same. -1. -0.5 is barely one of these. Okay, I think we have something. I don't think it's perfect. I really wish while I was drawing I could switch colors and stuff, but I don't think I can. I think add line, I don't think I have any options. Yeah. Okay. And run. $12. Now, why is that's my 1/2? Okay, gosh, is it this ratio? Oh, preview's off. Okay. You know, I almost think this should just be 0.75. What if we do that always? Okay, not good. I guess that's 0.25. What if we just did that? I think that's an improvement. Yeah, let's make that happen. Still getting that. That's not good. Okay. Let's go by 8ths. I guess we just want to see it once. 0. minus 0.25. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look as good as it could for a small one. I don't think it's like inaccurate per se. Divide overlap ratio by some value. Are you talking about here or up there? I guess I'm not doing it that way. Whoops. Put my preview back. This was gap ratio, CG float, $0 divided by 2.0. Yeah, he's just not enough. Something's a little weird there, isn't it? Let me just go back to this. How's that looking? Yeah, that's not. I mean, we just want it out of the way a little bit. What about the end caps on these things? What they? We're doing add line. Add line 2. I think they call it end cap, right? I don't know. It's something on the stroke, right? There it is, line cap around. Stroke with a color and a style. Okay, I don't think these are going to look better, but we can play with it. Okay, move it up a bit like 0.2. That's a little too much. Let me try this stroke thing and see if we can do better. what do we call this thing? Box pleat shape. Stroke. Style. Line with CG float. Oh, there's my line width. Okay, well that looks better than I thought it would. It levels out these corners. They were so sharp before, and actually they extended too. So stroke color dot green, line width 4.0. Okay, I'm looking at like this corner is very, very acute and also extends past the dimension lines a bit. And I think if we take this out, it fits the dimension lines much better rather than being so extended. Which is not a solution per se. Okay. This is not bad. Let's do a 0.25 just to make sure we're... I guess at the bottom. This one, no. Minus. Okay, he's a little worse. Those are all pretty well acceptable to me. Yeah. Gotta bump him up just a little bit. And this is still negation. We'll have to look at that one. Full height. Let's take out the 0.9. Yeah. He looks better. He looks worse. These upper ones look noticeably worse. Is this in the way? No. I guess because I'm 0.75, this is 0.8 minus 0.75. Overlap ratio of greater than 0.75. Okay. Yeah, I'm very hesitant to do actual pixels, because I don't know. Like this is all relative now, so it accommodates pretty wide variety of screen widths. I think this is. I think we're where I want to be. These high values, high negative values, are acceptable. -1 looks just as good. -0.5 looks okay. -1/4 down here still looks okay. I mean, in reality, there's a little bit of a lie, because if it's a small gap, they're probably, well, this one on the left is going up to the midpoint, and if there was a super small gap, they would probably extend both sides a little bit so that they were equal, rather than pushing it all to the right. But I think that will be okay. All right, let's take that. I don't think I need to see this now. Okay. So I think we've get acceptable military box pleat drawings. Okay. I'm a little self-conscious that there's a point of minimal return here, because I'm not even sure my users are going to like this aspect of things. All right, but that's okay. So now I want to deal with whatever is causing this dimension problem. And I suspect it's somebody's pleat times gap ratio. Well, that's probably bad when it's negative, right? Let's take out the negative cases and see if we get this purple message. And I guess I'm not sure. I'll just do 0 for now. Okay. I'm not sure if this message is coming from the preview. Let's run it and see if I don't make a negative, a military one. Okay. 8. Now if I do 12, boom. Okay. So I think dimension line. Let's make this abs. Run again. I mean, I think it's just that we're putting a negative width in with this case. Okay, so 12, no purple. All right. I mean, I can't say I'm super, super happy. The thing that I have that I don't know if the thing that I have and may be able to leverage is this gap ratio is the variable that drives the shape, and that's something that could be animated. So if there's a chance to animate that, we'll be okay. Now I don't know if that's enough. All right, there was a comment in here. Sorry. This looks acceptable to me. Pleat text. This gap is a little bit off. I think what I want to do is push the collar to do it. Let's find that collar. See, I would really like to make the word pleat or gap go in here. We almost have the answer somewhere. Gap ratio, gap label. That's kind of what we want. Who calls this now? Oh, it's the text there. Okay, let's do that. Let's make the pleat view. Oops. Oh, that's not right. Okay, so gap text. Right. No print here. Okay. Well, let's keep our preview going. And let's say designer dot gap label. Right. And then the pleat text, let's say, is always pleat. Okay, and let's get the text out of our view, out of our drawing. Gap text and pleat text. Okay, and our preview should probably put them in. Yeah, Okay, and for previews, let's go back to this. I think we can do that. Yeah. Something to be said for all those. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Didn't do a remote. Oh well. Okay. Well, I'm pretty darn happy with this. I I think it looks better on the box plates, but I think the fact is a box plate just looks better to work with. Now we don't want. Oh, that's an old run. Okay. I think our current one is certainly better. 26. Okay, so box pleat, very classic box pleat. If I made the width a little smaller, a little bigger, I get a gap. Okay. If I keep going, I get a large gap. If I do this, I get military. Now, I don't get. I don't think you should show the gap when it's. There's no gap to show, actually, or overlap in this case. That's. So what I'm getting is they don't really care, like when they do the military, because what they do is they sort of find the position of the start of the pleat and then baste it down, and then the end of it, and they're sort of based through the layers. Yeah, I think overlaps should not show in that case. All right, so is it it's the whole shape? Okay, yeah. I think if gap ratio greater or equal to 0, show this. Okay, and then we don't need the abs anymore. Okay. Well, dimension line and gap text. Okay, paused. Zero. Oh, that was my text. Okay, so whatever that thing I just did, the complexity on the call. Let's take that out. Complete view. I think I can just say gap. Designer gap. Okay. It never will be negative, so it won't be shown when it's negative. All right, run it. Yeah. All right. Whew. What's your complaint? All right. Yeah, that would have gotten rid of the purple warning too. It's a complicated enough shape, but I think we're done with that part. All right, let me go back to my drawing from the day before, or a couple days ago, whenever it was. All right, so the other thing I want to do is 2 more drawings and integrate in. Oh, can I make that happen? Yeah, I really want to make the drawing. I want some controls here, is what I want. But I certainly can make a drawing that I overlay on or something. My control. Okay, so this one is draw a box, draw a rectangle, and then draw as many lines plus 1 to represent the pleats. Let's call this a, let's say pleat count drawing or something like that. I want to give it, give it a color, I guess, and a background and a line color. And then I want to overlay this control on it and put this control above it. All right. So, well, I'll tell you what, let's take our break and then we'll come back and add a pleat count drawing and make it do what we wanted there. I do think some of these things, maybe they belong separate. They're kind of generic, vertical line, horizontal line, arrowhead dimension lines. Maybe the whole dimension line thing is its own class, I guess. At any rate. All right. So take a break, 3 or 4 minutes. We'll come back, split up this class a bit, and then put in a pleat count drawing that represents that. Yeah, this will be instead of the field. I may make it a stepper, but I want some sort of control. So I'm going to have in the end, it's going to be these 3 pictures where this is a control, this is a control, controlled by this hip, original hip, and pleats. Maybe I need the 2 hips. And the pleat width, and then the pleat itself. Okay. We'll see. It may not be a great idea. We'll find out. All right. See you in a few minutes. Okay. Welcome back. All right. So we're going to start doing some extracting. I think we'll leave these box pleat. Yeah, maybe box pleat shape is its own too. All right, let's extract this. Okay, so we got extension shape. And I guess I'll put that in utility. A little weird maybe, but okay. And the convention is shape plus whatever you're doing. Call it shape plus flipped. Extension shape, okay. And then pleat drawing won't have it. All right, build. Why not? All right, and I'm going to do a rename on this. Notice it's got x minus 1. It's flipping on the x dimension. I feel like we probably have another one somewhere. Okay, so this is box pleat shape. I feel like dimension line is a good one. Okay. I don't know if I've tying it into these sizes is, how bad is that? Um, Let me change this. It was 10. I actually kind of like that better. That's the arrow height, I guess. So what I'm trying to do is arrow height of int and then I'm going to at least default them in 12. I don't know if I do line width too. Okay. That's still drawing. Take the private off. This dimension line. I'm going to make a new group. I guess extracting and then modifying is going to work better. We're getting to the end. Okay. Now what do we have? We have box plate shape, box plate drawing, knife plate shape, which is sort of anticipatory. All right. Well, let's pull that one out too. Now this, I think, is more more tied to our package. Knife pleat drawing. We'll take everything out that's not knife pleat. Okay, pleat drawing still happy. Good. All right, let's rename this. Rename the file to box pleat drawing. And we'll take out the knife pleat. Okay. Let's make sure test run. Okay, now I guess I need pleat count drawing. I guess he's a view. All right, now I think we can do, no, maybe not. I was gonna say we could do it without helpers. Excuse me. All right, so I just want a box with some lines. Maybe a better contrast color like a white, maybe. All right, so let's say color green, frame height 50. Oh, where is that coming from? Is that old? Okay, let's get a better color. Where's my asset catalog? Right, that's really accent color is the one I want. Okay. And then I want, I don't know if I can overlay. Golly. Oh, I'm also going to move this up. Okay. Let's take this out a minute. And let's go back to vertical line. I think what I would like can I make it a grid? Well, that's an idea. Let's try it. Grid. Alignment, horizontal spacing. Okay, that's something. All right. I know we've used grid before, but yeah, we can create this. Divider. All right, let's do grid row. Okay, that's progress. All right. What have I done again? Okay, well, you're right. That was much nicer. Oh, but I can't use count. Oh. Oh, golly. All right, well, I certainly don't need this one anymore. I forget there's a way to get around this. Column count. Yeah, that's all constants. Oh, interesting. You can do merge cells. Oh. What if I do ID self, right? I can do that. Is that legal? Don't include vertical line spaces. Okay. Okay. Now, there must be something to control the width of those lines. Horizontal spacing, vertical spacing. Apparently, I don't know what that is. Horizontal. Oh, I want horizontal thing. Okay. I think the height maybe comes from the outside. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. That's pretty close. Yeah, so it really is they want a constant range for these values. I don't know why. But if I say ID self, then I have something that's variable and I'm saying, but don't worry, you can always just take the value of it as the ID. And since they're, unique elements of the range, that's not a problem. I write it wrong the first time so many times though, and I'm sure a bunch of other people do too. So it doesn't seem like it should mind, but like why not just accept a range and make the ID the value in the range? That seems like a very natural thing to do. All right. But this is okay. So let's see. We add pleat count drawing. Okay, with those white lines, I think that's pretty compelling. All right. So that's that one. I'll worry about the overlays. And, I guess I wanted dimensions. Is that the job of the grid drawing? I don't know the answer. I don't think a dimension line over the top is a bad thing. Well, let's see. If I put dimension line, oh, maybe my frame height was a good thing up here. Well, the dimension line is fine. Where did my pleat go? There we go. Right. I want a fixed height. Okay. All right. Did I not? Okay. All right, that's that one. This one, it'd be nice to do it the same, but fact is, we need those intermediate lines. Well, okay. All right, so this is the tartan. Well, I'm going to make it a copy for now. Drawing, and it's going to be very much like pleat count drawing. I don't mind a white line instead. This is just 3. This is redundant now. Okay, the dimension line is coming out. Spacer's coming out for at least a minute. Okay, now I still need this is a little, this is a touch weird. Well, we do have that vertical line. I mean, if I can get those in, I don't know. Oh, I'm back to overlay. Okay. Yeah. What I was going to do with vertical line, it's drawing a path in the CG rect. I really, drawing from min x, min y to min x, max y. So it's just drawing that line down the height of the thing. I would like to give it a percent. It's probably a float. Okay, and then init x percent of CG float equals 0.0. Okay. Now, I'll probably change the lines. Change the background of the row. Oh, the line color you think is determined by that? Let's do dot gray. Where aren't you updating anything? That's tartan drawing. Oh, is he? He's calling pleat count instead of tartan drawing. Okay. Okay. Well, the whites are still there. That's pretty hard to stand. Okay. All right. Now, what I want to say rectangle.x percent something. Okay. Okay, so this is really, I want to scale the rectangle by the percent. So the result has to be rect.min x plus percent times, this is really a ratio, times max x minus min x. Okay. All right. So I want to move to X percent of X percent. And then same here. Okay, and then the person using this vertical line till now is box plate drawing. It's on our dimension lines. Okay, so that's still drawing fine. All right. What have I accomplished here? We've got a tartan drawing that is totally wrong. Okay. I almost think I'm gonna go back to a color, but that's okay. Right, make that happy. Okay, vertical line. So the thing I want to do then is extract this out. And that's really on CG rect. I think it's CG. It might be in foundation. All right. And then we don't need rect. It's really self. Okay. And I'm gonna, well, we'll leave that for now. Okay, so now I don't need this. I can call rect.x percent and rect.x percent. Again, we'll go back to box plate drawing. Okay. Now, tartan drawing. So I'm going to go back to the color. Okay, and if I do an overlay, vertical line is a shape, and you draw a shape by stroking it. Okay. I call it a group. Okay, and vertical line, color dot red, line width, say 2, and I don't care about this stuff. Okay, so what's wrong here? And the percent, well, let's just make this 0. There it is. Okay. And let's make another one that's a 1. Wrong thing. I don't know if I can move this stroke down. Yeah, okay. All right. And I need 1/4 and 3/4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So half, this black line is at half. And we'll get better at this. 75. Okay, is that correct? 1/4, 1/4. I don't think so. One. Well, if this is half, that's 1/4. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4 twelfths. Okay. And then the yellows. We'll get this better. Yeah, we'll make it a loop. 1.0, we want that to be a yellow. Line width 2 seems. Let's make this red's 4. Notice they're chopped off a hair. I think I can live with it. All right, and then we've got to do each one. Well, no, that's not quite true. Let's do the loop. Now I don't know if I can do ranges like strides. I don't know if I can do one of these. Well, He's not going to like it. Okay. Let's try to double coming range it. Okay. Let's do it this way. This is for each 0 dot dot less than 13. You doing that? Oh, man. Yeah, an array with colors. That sounds brilliant. Let stripes equals color dot red, color dot yellow, color dot black, red, yellow, black, yellow, red. But I don't have IDs. Oh, what do I have to do? Well, I guess I know their size. Okay. Red, yellow, black, yellow. Okay. Okay, 0 dot. Now I have a problem. Vertical line. This is, well, double of $0 divided by 12.0. Yeah, the problem is I want the lengths to vary, or the widths rather. Okay, let's do widths. Let's say 428. 4282. Cannot find double arrow in scope. Why is that a problem all of a sudden? arrow. He's no more private than the other thing. Where's dimension line? Drawing. Yeah, I wondered about that. You're right. Okay. What the heck? Okay. Let that do its thing. Okay, there we go. All right. Except I think the white, black should maybe be better as white. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, it crossed my mind, but since each color is consistently a width, I think maybe I'll stick with the map if it'll ever come back. Might need on both those. I don't know. All of a sudden, the preview is just painfully slow. Oh, and I'm not seeing white yet, even. All right, I gotta look around a little. All right, so the thing we don't have is the dimension line going from 2/12 to 6/12. Okay. Oh, you're still trying. Build canceled. Well, let's turn it off and back on. Probably could. I shouldn't change it while it's thinking. Okay. Failed to produce diagnostic. Wow. Okay. I'm going to quit this. It seemed somewhat unhappy all day. Maybe I don't need to group because I'm not doing all those things anymore. Sometimes the depth of it throws it off. Whoops. Well, you're wrong. Maybe this nested thing is just too much for it. Let's try your other suggestion. This is color goes to, I think I could say float. Oops, except it's not a map. I shouldn't need to say color anymore. That's the same. Okay, that's our stripes. So we need stripes sub index dot 0. Stripes sub index dot 1. Cannot convert value of type any to specified color. Is it the it doesn't like the color? After I went to all that trouble to delete them. Sorry, I declared it as a tuple instead of an array. Okay. Do you want that bangs? Oh, this has to be CG float. Yes. Okay. Nobody uses widths. Hey, there's some white stripes. Okay. Yeah. It's a little better. Okay. Now the dimension line. Okay, so this is a V stack. Well, there's the whole stack right now. We want a dimension line. Color line with all that stuff is okay. Dot frame width is well, let's put this here. Not sure where I'm going to get the values there. Unless I have to do the, what do they call that? Where you get the proxy that's got the dimensions of the thing you're in. I mean, I should be able to get I should be able to do another overlay, right? No, I don't want an overlay. Well, this is stripe 2 of 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 12. So I don't know. Should dimension line do the same percent trick? I mean, he's putting it all to the width of the thing. How do I force it to the left? I think that's what I really want to do. The width 100, it just takes the 100 out of the middle. Vertical line. I mean, he could use that. Okay, I don't need this one. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a frame of 100. Yeah, well, if I don't do this, I get 100%, right? So that should be fine. Yeah, can I do a padding? Well, I'd like the problem again. It's like ratios. I don't think I can do a padding by ratio. Yeah, it's constant insets. What I would what I was thinking was just like vertical line now takes a percent. It says how far across should you draw it. I think dimension line could take a starting percent and an ending percent or ratio. Because I really want to draw from the white bar to the white bar. And it feels like it should be able to do that. Oh, we've got 7 minutes. Okay. I mean, vertical line took X percent. I guess I'm asking horizontal line to do the same? That doesn't seem right. If I just knew the sizes, wouldn't that be easier? Let's see. So what do you do to get those? I gotta find a view. Background? No. Geometry reader. Yeah. Yeah. So proxy has the size. Okay. Now that felt a little odd. I suppose I could put a spacer in here. Oh, his view is no longer as big. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is well, this is, I guess, 1, 2, 3. So 1/3. Proxy dot size is a size. Proxy width. Got an error here somewhere. Excuse me. Where's my dimension line? I guess the V-stack's gonna have to go inside. Okay, that's a little better. Dimension line. Okay, so proxy, it should know its type now. Geometry proxy. Can you tell me? I think size can give me width. Yeah, okay. Back here. All right. So frame is proxy dot size dot width. Okay. Well, that's not where I want it, but I can offset it. 1, 2, 3, 6. Isn't that offset? Offset is HCG size. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Must be missing a brand here. Yep. Well, I want this negative. I guess the offset here is 0. Okay. Well, why not make it 4? Well, make it 0 and then spacer 4. I really want a max length. I don't want it all over the place. How did we do that before? Okay, well, at any rate, that looks like I want it to. I guess we're out of time. That gives me this set from what was a black line, now a white line, across. It's a little tight vertically, but it's a good place to stop. All right. Each stack with an empty element, 2.5 size and dimension. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind the offset though. I think it kind of expresses what's going on a bit. But anyway, we'll pick up there tomorrow. I think we're getting the pieces in place. Tomorrow, 2 to 4:30 Eastern or 6 to 8:30 p.m. UTC. We definitely made some progress on these graphic elements, and I hope we can put them all together tomorrow. All right, thanks for joining, and catch you again tomorrow or some other time. Bye-bye.